Iconic ex-world heavyweight champion Mike Tyson, who has been enjoying his time outside the ring for 18 years, is one of the most interesting and discussed personalities amongst boxing fans to this day. Some people recall how he was brutally knocking out his opponents. Someone thinks about how he was knocked out by Buster Douglas. And someone sadly notes that during his career, Iron never fought against such top heavyweights of that time like Riddick Bowe, Tommy Morrison, and David Tua. It's hard to find another boxer who has had as many fans as he has haters. Some recall their idol as the greatest of all time. Others call him out for having a lot of weak opponents. The author of these lines consider Tyson an exciting, charismatic champion who has done enough in his career to be in the Hall of Fame that he was inducted into in 2011. Today I want to talk about the 5 most important victories in the career of the legendary champion. January 22, 1988. The fight against Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes is one of the greatest and most underrated boxers in history. Even though at the time of the fight against Mike, the 38-year-old boxer was long past his career peak and entered the ring. Being not in the best condition after 2 years out of the ring, he was rightfully considered a serious test for the 20-year-old absolute world champion. Agile, light on his feet, technical, and possessing a hard blow, Holmes could do almost everything in the ring. Larry's main punch was his jab, which many experts consider the best in heavyweight history. Before the fight against Iron, the veteran had an impressive record of title fights, 22 wins and only 2 losses. Holmes had victories over such serious rivals as Ken Norton, Leon Spinks, Trevor Berbick, Jerry Cooney, Tim Witherspoon, and James Smith. The champion was one step away from Rocky Marciano's record when, with 48 wins in 48 fights, he lost twice to Michael Spinks, and both fights were extremely close, and the decision of the judges in both cases was by no means clear. But the biggest names on Holmes' record was, of course, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. But little was left of Ali at the time of the fight against Larry, and the victory over the icon of boxing became essentially a farce. In a fight against a young and in his prime Tyson, the veteran only occasionally showed his former self. Surpassing his opponent in speed, Mike easily closed the distance, bypassing the opponent's jab, and shocking with powerful blows and infighting. The experience and skills of the veteran only helped him to last until the 4th round, in which the unstoppable Tyson sent his legendary opponent to the floor of the ring 3 times. After the 3rd fall, the referee stopped the dangerous beating.
The count is up to 6. I don't know if he's going to be able to survive this round. He's definitely hurt. His legs are gone. And in comes Mike. There was a big right hand. Larry's nailed again. Down he goes. I don't know if he'll be able to continue. It's up to 4 and 5. His eyes are clear.
7. How do you feel?
It's up to 7 and 8. He's going to be able to continue. Tyson knows he has him in trouble. That was able to do it against Ronaldo Spikes. He goes with a big right hand from inside. There's the left. There's the right. Larry's ready to go again. He should be hanging on. Nail with the right hand, the left hand. He's going to hang on, or they'll stop the fight. Down he goes. Larry's hurt. It's all over. He is knocked out. He didn't even bother the count. It was a vicious right hand. It came like a bolt. We looked for it, and Larry got hurt. A big right hand ends the career.
According to my own feelings, I lost only 1 fight, against Tyson. In the rest, they simply stole the victory from me, Holmes would later say. It is worth noting that in the entire career of Larry Holmes, which finally ended in 2002, only Mike managed to win by knockout. In the late 80s, a new star began to rise, with the name Donovan Ruddock. Being large in size, height of 6.3 and 82-inch arm span, Ruddock was a classic boxer-puncher who could knock out his opponent with 1 blow. The Canadian had a solid career in amateur boxing with a World Junior title. Then Donovan defeated the future world boxing legend Lennox Lewis by a split decision. In the professional ring, the boxer quickly earned a reputation as a dangerous fighter who was dodged by the likes of Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe, who need no introduction. Before the first fight against Mike Tyson, in need of a strong opponent to restore his reputation, shaken after the defeat against Buster Douglas, Ruddock won 25 fights, 18 of them by knockout, and suffered only one defeat at the beginning of his career. The most notable successes of the Canadian puncher were early victories over former world champions Michael Dokes and James Smith. Smith, who shortly before went the whole distance against Tyson, was knocked out by Ruddock in the 7th round. The fight Tyson vs. Ruddock took place on March 18, 1991. Mike, staying true to his style, started the fight very aggressively, but the Canadian puncher was not at all afraid of his formidable counterpart, and he came back after each missed blow with his own blow. Despite the 2 knockdowns that Ruddock went through in the 2nd and 3rd rounds, Tyson did not have any clear advantage in the ring. Donovan's left uppercuts were especially dangerous for Iron.
But Steele is counting.
Composed because a hurricane is building up.
There's a big right by Tyson on Tyson. Right by Tyson.
He just doesn't quite get there.
There's a left by Ruddock. A left by Tyson, and down goes Ruddock.
What a counterpunch.
6, 7, 8. You okay? Come to me.
The bell is sounded to end the 3rd. Oh, a big left. Oh, they hit after the bell once again.
Steele warning. Oh. You can question his integrity or his honesty.
A flurry in the center of the ring, midway through the 5th.
Getting chopped down little by little. Whoa, nice right hand by Tyson.
Oh, what a right hand.
A little uppercut and then the right hand over there. Oh, nice hook.
Here comes Razor Ruddock out of nowhere. A combination by Ruddock. An uppercut by Ruddock. A right by Ruddock. Tyson comes back.
And inflicted some hard punishment again.
A left uppercut by Razor Ruddock. That stunned Tyson. Now Tyson says no. Hit me again. And he did with the right. As the bell sounds.
A tense fight continued until the 7th round, when Tyson managed to shock the opponent. Deciding to play it safe, the referee stopped the fight, although such a decision looked premature.
Oh, the left. Now the right combination. Steele steps in. Is it over? It's over. It's over. And Mike Tyson has defeated Razor Ruddock. Here in the
My God, this guy looks like a fucking mule. Excuse my French. Mike, usually not big on compliments, said after the fight. The obvious rematch took place on June 28, 1991, and it turned out to be no less dramatic and exciting than the first. It was a tough confrontation between the real gladiators of the ring, where no one wanted to retreat. Same as the first fight, the Canadian boxer was sent to the floor of the ring, twice in the 2nd and once in the 4th round, but got up and came back with a blow for a blow. Tyson suffered damage to the eardrum, and Ruddock had a broken jaw. But despite this, the fight went the whole distance, and Mike won with a score twice 114-108 and 113-109.
Tyson, who was the point off and what for?
Ruddock. A right by Ruddock that stunned Tyson.
Oh, this is a shootout.
A left by Ruddock.
Ruddock giving ground.
Only the 3rd time in Ruddock's
Back and fight Holyfield or George Foreman.
Holyfield's title.
And Tyson's got a gigantic heart. Morello to go back. Oh, he got hit again. Good touches. He's little. And Ruddock is very tall. Another
From Mills Lane. That's a low blow. Very low by Ruddock.
take off points. Doesn't help you as far as your
Tyson said, you hit me low, I'll hit you low.
weight, and the risk here is enormous.
Right hand by Tyson.
Reputation is earning power. The fight with Holyfield.
Ruddock's face is going to look like a mess after this. Here
punches, giving you some kind of... Oh, nice shot, but I think he's ahead. All this so don't go away. This is heavyweight action in itself.
Doubling up for the
10 on not letting what he wants is a knockout.
just past him.
He just got hammered and he comes back fighting.
What an exchange! If you're wondering if this is judged a draw, it's a 40-1 shot.
Oh, what a low blow!
And then Ruddock answered with a low blow.
In favor of the winner, Mighty Mike Tyson.
Damn it. This tough guy will be world champion one day if he sticks to his guns, the winner said after the fight. Unfortunately, Tyson's words did not turn out to be prophetic. These two fights against Mike took too much from Ruddock. A year and a half later, the Canadian fought in a qualifying match against Lennox Lewis, who easily got his revenge for the amateur defeat, brutally destroying his opponent in 2 one-sided rounds. On June 27, 1988, Mike defended his title of undisputed heavyweight champion of the world against former light heavyweight and heavyweight world champion Michael Spinks. The well-trained, fast and agile, Michael had an impeccable record before the fight against Tyson, 31 wins, 21 by knockout, and a proud 0 in the number of defeats. Even a cursory glance at Michael's track record commanded respect. For 11 years as a pro, the boxer got wins against such serious opponents as Larry Holmes, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, Dwight Muhammad Cowie, and Jerry Cooney. At stake was also the unofficial title of the strongest in weight category. For the first time since the historic first fight between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, the two undefeated world champions, the former and the current, met in the ring. But the fight didn't meet expectations. Tyson brutally destroyed Spinks in just 91 seconds, first knocking down his opponent and then finishing him with a knockout. After such a crushing fiasco, Michael Spinks ended his career. Tyson was definitely the best opponent in my career. He defeated Larry Holmes and me, the boxer would say later.
Against the guy that hadn't fought in a long time in Jerry Cooney. The right hand lands to the head of Mike Spinks. It's Tyson all the way here in round number 1. Vicious shots to the body. Nothing really heavy landing yet, but he's taking them. The uppercut. Body shot. Down goes Mike Spinks for the first time. The count is up to 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Here comes Mike Spinks in. He leads to the right hand. Down he goes. I don't think you get up from this. Mike Spinks is laying flat on his back. The count is up to 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. He won't be able to do it. It's all over. Mike Tyson.
August 1st, 1987. The unification fight for the WBC, WBA, and IBF heavyweight titles against Tony Tucker. On this day, two undefeated world champions, Mike Tyson and Tony Tucker, put their titles and reputation on the line to decide the undisputed world champion in their weight class. Iron owned the WBC and WBA titles, and Tucker was the owner of the IBF belt. Before this fight, Mike's record was 30-0, 27 knockouts against Tucker's 34-0 and 29 knockouts. Tony's track record was much more modest than that of his opponent, and the most notable success was victory over the future Tyson offender James Douglas by knockout, in a fight with whom he won his title. The American had a fairly solid amateur career. He became the champion of the Pan American Games and the World Cup. A solid advantage in size spoke in favor of Tucker. That could cause certain problems for the favorite of the bookmakers. The beginning of the fight was a complete surprise. Tucker seriously shocked Tyson with a left uppercut, but he failed to continue the fight the same way. And after that, over the course of the rounds, Mike gradually increased the advantage, and Tucker went into full defense.
This is the third round. A lot of people did not think it would go this far. Mills Lane, very take charge as a referee. No nonsense guy. Tucker with another left hook to the head of Mike Tyson. There was a right hand in close to get him out of there. think Tucker, on the other hand, is fighting a superb job. He's doing a superb job. It's going to Ray that they think this fight is winnable. Did you see that? Now, that was an interesting scenario. Tucker was trying to get his handlers and seconds out of the ring. The bell had rung. They were so excited about the prospect of possibly winning the fight, they forgot to put his mouthpiece in. It's first because I invented it. You got to be very careful because you're so bold. His magnitude. When you're fighting, you really don't feel it because those adrenaline's flowing, and you don't feel the pain. He did throw right up. Tucker that backed Tyson off. Now he's just out again. The jab once again is effective. And the reason there's frustration is because of what Tucker's doing. He's tying his man up. Those are the antics there. Sometimes work. You get what you do. Crowd getting a little tired of that.
Tyson achieved his greatest success in the final 12th round when he shook Tony with his left hook, but he failed to finish the fight before the final gong.
Tyson finishing with a flourish. And so is Tucker. Great finish. It's over. Well, Tony Tucker talked the talk and walked the walk.
After 12 rounds, the judges unanimously gave Mike a well-deserved victory. 118-113, 116-112, and 119-111. After the fight, Tucker will say that he lost due to an injury to his right hand. After the fight against Tyson, he unsuccessfully fought for the world title 3 more times, losing to Lennox Lewis, Bruce Seldon, and Herbie Hyde. And for the 21-year-old Mike, who went down in history that day as the youngest absolute world champion, it was just the beginning. With this, friends, we end our review. I hope you found it interesting and informative. If so, support our channel with your likes and reposts. And thanks for watching. See you all soon. Bye.